Hello, I'm Gemma, and today I'm going to do a tapping script on being a perfectionist or having to get things perfect. So just taking full responsibility for your own well-being as we embark in this tapping round. Just on the karate chop point. Repeat after me. Even though I'm a perfectionist, I accept myself as much as I can. Even though I have to get everything perfect, I accept myself as much as I can. Even though sometimes my perfectionism gets in the way and I can't get anything finished, I accept myself as much as I can. On the top of the head, all this perfectionism. I'm just such a perfectionist. Side of the eye, and sometimes it gets in the way. Under the eye, of getting things done. Under the nose, I'm such a perfectionist. And on the chin, I'm such a perfectionist. I'm such a perfectionist. All this perfectionism getting in the way. How am I going to get anything done? This perfectionism. Everything has to be perfect. And that puts a lot of pressure on me. I put pressure on myself. Making sure that everything is perfect. Even though that's damn near impossible. All this perfectionism. All this perfectionism. What would happen if I just let a little bit of it go? What would happen if I just allowed myself a little bit of room? What if I just let go of this perfectionism? Just a little bit. How would that feel in my body? How would that feel in my soul? How would that feel in my mind? All this perfectionism. It puts so much pressure on me. I put so much pressure on myself. And I don't even know why. Maybe someone taught me to do this early in my life. Maybe it's a learned behavior. But either way, it doesn't really matter. All I know is that I'm a perfectionist, and everything has to be perfect, or else I feel like I'm not good enough. All this perfectionism, everything has to be perfect, and if everything isn't perfect, maybe I feel like something bad's gonna happen. And maybe that's why I feel like everything has to be perfect. But what if I could just loosen my grip just a little bit and allow life to be a bit messy? Because life is a bit messy. And it's not always possible to be perfect. Maybe it would give me a bit more room to be my perfectly imperfect self. And maybe I could be okay with that. My perfectly imperfect self is actually pretty acceptable. I don't go around expecting everyone else to be perfect. I'm pretty accepting of other people's imperfections, at least most of the time. So why should I have to be perfect all the time? Maybe my perfectly imperfect self is good enough, actually. Is good enough to get by in this world. Just allowing myself to be imperfect and seeing how that feels in my body. Allowing my perfectly imperfect self to be seen by others, to be accepted by myself, and maybe others too. Maybe I don't need to be perfect. Maybe I'm okay as I am. Maybe my imperfections make me unique. Maybe that's true. And maybe I can accept them. One by one. As I learn and grow. All these imperfections that make me the unique person that I am. Now you might like to take a deep breath. And you might like to rate how you feel about being a perfectionist after doing that tapping out of 10, where 1 is don't feel like a perfectionist at all, and 10 is you really feel a lot like a perfectionist. And then if you're not down to 0 or down to a very low number, you might like to go through this video a couple of times and see if your number goes up or goes down. It's very normal for it to go up before it goes down, so don't worry about that. And if you would like more support in doing EFT, you can find my details in the description box below. I'm Gemma, and I hope you enjoyed this tapping video. Thanks. Bye.